No! 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 No!
What's good? Me, Millhouse. Welcome back to Cheat School. And I just want to clarify before I even get into this video, for you guys to learn how to cheat through art, you do have to learn a bit of the fundamentals. It's just, that's how it is. And you don't have to like be a master at everything. It's just know enough where you can just cheat the rest. And I'm gonna show you how I cheat through my coloring process and how I make my life a little bit easier when it comes to illustrations. So hopefully you guys like it. Okay, so let me show you how I go through my coloring process. But first we gotta like reduce the layers, especially on Procreate. I haven't been using Clip Studio Paint in a while now. I just mostly making art on the go. Procreate does what I need it to do for the most part, but I do miss the quality of life, I guess, in Clip Studio Paint because I'm able to do so much more. But since it's simplified, I can, you know, think a little bit more outside the box. So what I'm gonna do is reduce all my layers. I have my character layer all in one, and I'm gonna get rid of this glowing outline because I thought I was eating, but I was not. I was just trying out stuff. So I merged all the things in my background so I can have just one layer, and it keeps all those effects and settings on it. Then I make a new layer on top of that one and have that be my overlay layer for the background. That's going to be for my mood and stuff like that. So setting it to overlay, there you go. And I'm just having a hard time. Now I'm going to make an additional 2 layers for the coloring or shading of my character. So the first layer is going to be a multiply layer. That's going to sit right on top of the character folder. And then the second layer is going to be set to overlay layer, which would be all my lights. So I got my layers for shadow and light. I am going to be using, instead of a dark purple or a purple that normally people use, I'm going to use like a pretty desaturated red somewhere around here. It seems about nice. I'm going to be using a soft brush to get the smooth transition of shadows into this illustration. I want these layers to be used as a clipping mask, but I cannot clip them onto the folder, unlike Clip Studio Paint. I'm just saying. But so this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna turn off my backgrounds and I'm gonna save my illustration and just import that in. And then I'm gonna reference the character folder for certain selections that I want out of my illustration, so I don't get like my shading or my lighting everywhere on this illustration. This is what I prefer to have, like just all my flats being on different layers, so I can actually like highlight them and do individual shading, and instead of like just having it all done in one layer. It's kind of annoying and tedious. I don't have that much control of the soft round brush, and I don't like using the selection either to help me get the shading. I feel like that eats up a lot of time, so I'm all about trying to save time and the quality of life of illustrations, like just popping them out when I can. So I am turning these shading layers into the clipping mask on top of this inserted image I have right here. And with that, I can easily go back into my character folder. I'm going to select like his shirt area or something as I clean up some of the selections. Since I cleaned up my selection, I'm going to select it again and go back to multiply layer. And I'm going to still try to keep it in somewhere nice and warm / cool in that certain direction. And use a soft round brush, and as you can see, like, damn, it brings so much life into this. Like, the shading is like so nice. Just bring it down to opacity. Now I'm going back into my highlights, and I'm going to just use any type of brush I feel like. This is very intuitive how I like add in the light. I'm always thinking like from the top down. But yeah, I'm just sloppily like just applying this lighting effect on some of these areas that I already have made out for myself, and I'm just using that as like a placeholder, so I can just go back to my layers once I'm done with the lighting here, select it, and then just clear it, and that will like fix my sloppiness of those lines because I already made lines intentionally for the lighting. That's if you catch my drift. If I lose you anywhere, just let me know in the comment section, and I'll try to go back at it again. I can even make individualized like videos on a certain aspect of my video if you like. And when I normally do lighting of like shadows and highlights and stuff like that, I tend to jump back and forth between layers, like going back to multiply, going back to overlay, thinking like, oh, maybe I should add some of the overlay glow on the hair strokes, which I think looks pretty nice. And then let me go back and add in the shading for the face and maybe part of the masks here, and just adding little things here and there. Like, I just like the boomerang, so I don't get, I guess, bogged down by one aspect of a drawing or illustration, or feel like I'm overthinking so much when it comes to certain aspects or elements. I guess that's just my ADHD brain, you know, since I could never do something like consistently. I did the same thing again. I saved the copy and imported it in, and I used Liquify to like fix areas that I think that was kind of annoying. I really didn't like his face as much. So I'm going in with a warp, and this is the please guys, use these tools. Like, I don't give a shit, you know, like, you call it cheating, whatever. I get results. All right, if you want results, this is how I get my results. This is the result. So I'm using the Liquify to like push in the mask a little bit more. I wanted to look a little bit more angular. I just didn't like how I drew it originally, and I just knew from the jump like I would be liquefying some of these things. And now once after I fix my little minor adjustments, I'm again save it again as a transparent PNG, and then also throw on a gradient map and then blur it out just a little bit. And I'm gonna set this layer to some type of setting like overlay or lighter color or color dodge, and just bring down that opacity just down like a little bit. Always advise that if you're, again, like not too sure about layer settings, just play around with it and just see what you like. So you can see I just switched back to overlay. Color dodge wasn't doing it for me, so still bringing down that opacity. So at this point, I think my background is still kind of too bright, so I'm trying to bring it down just a bit by adding a gray overtone over it, and like bring some noise in there, and then setting it to like an overlay just so my character can stand out like a little bit more, and just adding more layers on top of that. Just tweak it just a little bit more, making sure that I want the eyes to still pop out like they're glowing, but also have the background dark enough where you can see the character. So after some more additional tweaking, this is my end result on my art process. Let me know what you guys think about it. I really wanted the hand to like really be the center point, and then everything else is like kind of like adding more to it, especially like the faces and stuff. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys enjoyed it, let me know in the comment section, and tell me what problems you have in art where I can actually make a video that cater towards you and your problems, and see if I can make like a video that can summarize everything else for majority of people that actually watch my content. Yeah, it took me a while to like get to this point where I'm like, okay, I've learned enough where I can just cheat through stuff and without being caught, and and just to find out that everyone does the same thing too. But no one really talks about it like that. So they kind of do it in like some videos, but not like a whole like series about like, oh, this is how I cheese through my art and like do things the lazy way. I just want to like make something that's not really been said before, or they have been said but not said enough. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later, and you guys are improving because you guys are looking for information and help to help you get better at the thing that you love to do. Bye.